Really, on social media, we only see people's best moments. You never see the flubs, you never see the outtakes, and it gives us a skewed idea of what it really is like to play music. Well, hello there. So, I wanted to talk today about how we tend to compare ourselves to others, unfortunately, in an unhealthy way a lot of the time. Now, we compare ourselves to other humans, and that's natural, because when you engage in something like music as a hobby, you do need to gauge where you're at, right? You have to be like, am I doing it right? But the problem comes in is when we let it demotivate us, because a lot of the times we're making unfair comparisons. You don't know somebody else's journey. Let me just put myself out there and say, I started guitar fairly late at 23. So why would I compare myself to someone who started guitar when they were 6 years old and never stopped playing since then? They had a completely different journey in learning. And so, number one, it's not a battle. There's no point in comparing myself to that. And number two, there's just such a drastic difference, right? And I think, unfortunately, social media tends to be a catalyst for this sort of negativity and comparisons, because really on social media, we only see people's best moments. You never see the flubs, you never see the outtakes, and it gives us a skewed idea of what it really is like to play music. And something else I wanted to put out there is Theodore Roosevelt said something really profound. He said, comparison is the thief of joy. Basically, what this means is that once you start comparing yourselves to others, it robs you of the joy of what you do, right? So if I start comparing my guitar playing to someone else, Mr. Shreds a Lot on Instagram, who, started way younger and he didn't put any of the outtakes up there, it starts to demotivate me and I feel incompetent. But the reality is I should only be comparing myself to myself. And let me elaborate on that. All I'm saying is that if I look up some old recordings of me playing guitar, I can go, wow, look how far I've come, or if I can even remember back to when I couldn't play an F chord, I struggled with the D major chord for the longest time, like a year, and now it's like no problem. So yeah, we do kind of look at other people around us and, it's good to engage in a community, but I think we need to step away from the negative mindset. It's kind of, I see a lot of it in people around me, and it's really, saddening, to see people getting so bummed out and almost like crumbling because they're just not focusing in on doing things for the sake of doing it. I hope this makes sense. Just try to focus on you and yourself and what your goals are in your journey, and not, compare with people who are just like totally different in their experience and their goals and their journey. So yeah, thanks for listening in. I hope this is helpful. I hope this makes sense to people. I'm just trying to share some of the stuff that I've realized lately, and if it can help people out, that's fantastic. So take care of yourself. I'm gonna go outside and play in the sun because we finally have sun after like a week and a half of straight cloudiness. So bye bye. Gonna recharge my solar batteries now.